Hey everybody, Kimmel's Irish Pub, movie review. You knew that. I know you knew that. That's why you tune in every night or every morning to watch what's the latest review going on at Kimmel's Irish Pub. Well, tonight's movie is called Walking Out. I found this, I think, on DirecTV is where I learned of it. And it stars Matt Bromer, Bill Pullman, and kid actor Josh Wiggins. So you might not recognize the name, at least I didn't, but I've seen him in many different movies. So a good, promising young actor. And it's about, he obviously plays a son who's reconnecting with his estranged father, and they go big game hunting out in the wilderness somewhere, I'm not sure where, and they run into some tragedy. Now I believe it might be a bear, maybe a grizzly bear, and you know, they probably have to fight for survival. I don't know that for sure. And the title of the movie is Walking Out, so maybe they're walking out of the wilderness. Are they going to be able to make it? Who knows? But I'll start watching it here, and I'll get back to you in a little bit to let you know. But before I do that, let me give you some numbers. IMDb has it at a 6, and Rotten Tomatoes has it at a, the critics have it at a 96% fresh, and the users have it at 83% fresh. So it seems like Rotten Tomatoes has gotten some good reviews about this movie. IMDb not so much, but we're about to change that and see what it's all about. So I'll start watching it here, and I'll check in a little bit and catch you up. Alright, see ya. Hey everybody, quick check-in here. We're watching Walking Out. We're at the 1 hour and 5 minute and 35 second mark. This movie's only an hour and 35 minutes and 54 seconds, so an hour and 36 minutes. It's not that long of a movie, so I only have a half hour left. So I started to do a quick check-in. You know pretty much all about the movie already. Father-son go, obviously, I think the husband and wife are separated or divorced. He lives in Montana. The son comes to visit him once a year, and he takes him out hunting. This time he takes him out big game hunting. They're looking for a moose, and the relationship continues to develop between the two of them. At first it doesn't seem like it's that great, but it builds. And there are a lot of flashbacks to when the father is a child, and his dad, who's played by Bill Pullman, takes him hunting. So it's kind of like flashback on how his dad raised him, and now he's raising his dad or teaching him how to hunt. So there's some bonding going on. And they go out hunting a moose, and as I mentioned, there's a little tragedy that happens. It kind of happens to both of them. A bear comes and injures the boy, not terribly, but trying to climb a tree to get away from him. Dad hands him a gun, shoots his dad in his leg. So that's the tragedy. It's not, you knew something was going to happen, so now it's the fight for survival. How do they get out of the woods with both of them being injured? And that's what's been going on, you know, throughout the second half of the movie pretty much so far. So no spoilers there. I won't tell you what happens at the end, but that's what the movie's about here. I think I mentioned they're in Montana, so a lot of good scenery, big sky, things like that. But anyway, I'll get back into it, and I'll check back in at the credits and give you my final evaluation. See you then. Hey everybody, we're at the credits here. The movie's over, and you know, it was I don't know, it's hard to explain. You know what it's all about, fight for survival. They both get injured, and you know, basically the son has to help them. So the father teaches him how to hunt and how to you know, go through the mountains and things like that. You know, remember your landmarks and listen for the rivers and stuff like that, and teaching them how to hunt. So if you're a fan of, if you're a hunter yourself, I think this would be very interesting. Outdoorsy type person, I think, definitely. I mean, even if you're not, it's still a good movie. But you know, the father is teaching the son how to do all of this, and then of course it turns on to the son to save them both and try and get them out of the woods. As I mentioned, they both get injured, and they need to get back to, you know, where their car was, or at least to the hut, in order to survive. And so the son is relying on everything that his dad taught him. You know, gets lost a little bit, has a little, you know, flavor of reverent in it. You know, and it also reminds me of a movie from 2002. Matt Damon and Casey Affleck. It's called Jerry. A very similar movie, somewhat, that they go into the desert. They go hiking into the desert and kind of get lost. And so they're they're the only two actors in that entire movie. This one has a little bit more because they do some flashbacks to the father-son. So a lot of father-son bonding type movie, wilderness, hunting. A lot of, it was really those two for the majority of the movie. A lot of good scenery is in the movie. I do think, like I said, it was like an hour and 35 minutes, but I think they spent a lot of it showing the scenery as well. Because the story is kind of short, in a sense. They go hunting, and then they got to get back, and so how long can you drag it on? So there's a lot of the scenery in that movie. For me, not my kind of movie. It somewhat interesting, but when they fight for their survival and it is interesting to see, are they going to make it, are they not going to make it, when things go bad. I don't like that kind of stuff. Still a good movie. I'm gonna take it to a 6. Maybe a 7, but I'm gonna stay with a 6 on this one. The acting is great. But I think it's a 6 because it's more not my kind of movie. So this is more of a personal one, not a professional one. Not that I'm a professional reviewer, but like I said, the acting's good, the cinematography is great, and the story is pretty good. I think it's been told a couple of different ways, a couple of different times, but this is their take on it. But it's not my cup of tea. It's not something I would recommend to myself. I would watch my review and say, don't watch it. But this might be your cup of tea. If you like the thrillers and the things that I've always mentioned, go for it. Give it a watch. Let me know what you think. And then check out Jerry, too. I think I gave that a low score, but way back in the day, 2002. So that's an older movie, but very similar concept. So that's it for this movie. I am now going to go watch something funny. But thanks for sticking around this much. If you watch it, let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, all that jazz. And thank you for tuning in this far. And I'll see you next time on KimmelsIrishPub.com.